What's going on, guys? Roger here with QVO Tactical. Today's video is something a lot of you have been asking about. It's also something that we kind of teased for the last couple of weeks. I'm pretty pumped to bring you guys this video, and there are a lot of things to talk about. So without further ado, guys, let's check out the new Staccato CS 2011 with the new Holosun 507 competition red dot. Now, as always, I like to give you guys full transparency on how we go about getting these products in for review. About a month ago, you know that we were at SHOT Show here in Las Vegas. During that time, I had a chance to meet with the Staccato team and talk about upcoming projects. They offered to send us this Staccato CS for this video and for future content. We appreciate the support from Staccato. As you guys all know, we are big fans of their platform. Additionally, guys, you saw me film a video with our buddy Joe from Holosun. I told him at SHOT Show that I would be filming a review on Staccato's smallest 2011, and I thought it would be really fun and cool to put the new largest handgun optic on the gun. Joe agreed, and he sent us this 507 competition red dot for us to use in this video as well. Holosun has always been a big supporter of the channel, and we appreciate them sending their products for us to use. Alright guys, with that out of the way, let's get into the specs of this new offering from both Staccato and Holosun. The new Staccato CS is Staccato's newest offering in their 2011 lineup. It is their smallest, lightest, and easiest to conceal firearm to date. The CS is chambered in 9mm with a 3.5-inch bull barrel and utilizes the Dawson Precision optic system. The trigger comes in at just under 4.5 pounds, and the frame is made from 7075 billet machined aluminum. The gun has an overall weight of 22.7 ounces and will come with 3 16-round magazines. They are currently $2,500 with a lead time of up to 120 days. Next up, we have the new Holosun 507 competition red dot. This new offering from Holosun was a highly talked about product at SHOT Show this year. It features the largest viewing window to date on a handgun optic. The housing is made from 7075 T6 aluminum with an anodized finish. It uses a 1632 battery which goes into a side loading door, and it features 5 different reticles ranging from a 2 MOA dot to a 6 MOA dot with or without the larger MOA rings around them. Additionally, the optic utilizes the RMR footprint, which is very common among most firearm manufacturers. The model that we have here is a first production prototype, and the final production version may be slightly different. There is currently not a set price for these, however, it is rumored to be at or around $400 when they come out on the market later this year. Alright guys, with the specs out of the way now, let's get into what you guys all came here to see, the range footage. For this range session, I wanted to make sure that we got at least 1,000 rounds through the gun for this video. Alright guys, like we said in studio, we are going to be running 1,000 rounds through the Staccato CS today. We have some Spear Lawman 9mm 115 grain. By the end of this range session, all of this will be gone. We'll be able to give you our thoughts on the platform. Yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Now, like we always do, we recorded our first rounds through the gun. Alright guys, out here on the range, these are our first shots through this CS. We did shoot this at SHOT Show, so definitely check out that video. But this is the one that we just got from Staccato. Again, thanks to Nick and Nate for getting this out to us. Again, running the new Holosun 507 comp as well. So first round through this setup, running some 9mm 115s. Here we go. Definitely feels just as smooth as SHOT Show. Again, guys, it is a, I don't want to say subcompact, but it's definitely a compact, and it's more compact than the C2, definitely more compact than the full-size P, but it feels and shoots just like them. Definitely going to have to zero this dot here in a second. Mechanical offset seems to be pretty low. I'm holding like high A zone, and then it's shooting low. Actually, just look over here, Gil. So if we go over to the target, I'm holding about here, and we're hitting all the way down here. So I'm gonna have everybody shoot their first rounds, and then we'll get this thing zeroed. But yeah, just like the Staccato range day at SHOT Show, this thing feels great. All right, we got Jade up now. She also shot it at the SHOT Show Staccato range day, but give it a whirl, Jade.
Very nice, yeah. Feels really great. Like you said, I shot at SHOT Show. It feels just as good. I think this might be a new favorite. So yeah.
All right, we got Compton up now. He was not with us at SHOT Show Staccato range day, so this will actually be his first rounds to the gun, his initial impression. Go for it, bud. 10 rounds. Man, I can tell behind the gun it's just flat, dude.
Yeah. It's surprising how little recoil is for a pistol this size.
Right? And that trigger press is nice. So your first 2 rounds, pop, pop, they look good.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So what do you think? Like that trigger a little better than your Hellcat?
Yeah. Although I'm used to single action triggers, so.
All right, we got Gil up next. Gil, too, shot this at Staccato Range Day, but give it a whirl, bud. See how you like that new Holosun 507 comp. Woo!
Man, this thing is so sweet. It's like shooting a Staccato P. Like when I shot that P from you, it feels exactly the same.
How's that window on the Holosun 507 comp?
It looks like a big old TV. It's cool.
Like we said on the range, guys, most of us shot this at SHOT Show during the Staccato Range Day. And simply put, guys, the gun just shoots really well. Now, right after we finished our first rounds out of the gun, we started getting winds in like the 20 to 30 mile an hour range. Targets were blowing everywhere, and it just made for a miserable range day. This ended up cutting our range day short, so we packed it up and returned the following weekend to finish the video. When we returned to the range, we got the 507 competition dialed in with a really good bench rested zero. You guys might remember that from our previous instructional video on how to zero a handgun red dot. We zeroed this gun and optic combo in that video. After getting the optic zeroed, we just got right into drills. We started off with a modified or half of the El Presidente drill. This was just us drawing from concealment and then engaging 3 paper targets with 2 rounds each and no reload. All right, guys, back here out on the range. Like I said in studio, it was just super windy the last time we tried to come out and film this last week, but we're back out on the range like you guys saw from the B-roll. We got the gun dialed in optic-wise. We're zeroed at 10 yards, and Gil, pan over here for me. 7 yards out, I have 3 cardboard targets. They're all USPSA style. We're gonna run our first drill, which is going to be the El Presidente drill, one I haven't done in a while, but it is one of my faves. On the buzzer, I'm gonna draw and fire 2, 2, 2, and hopefully get all A-zone hits and see what the time is. Today, we're gonna run 1,000 rounds to the Staccato CS with the 507 comp from Holosun, and I'm gonna have everybody on the range, Gil, Jade, and Compton shooting with me, and we're just gonna have a fun range day, shooting 1,000 rounds through a gun on a Saturday. What could be better? All right, here we go. On the buzzer, draw from concealment, 2, 2, and 2. Stand by. And we got a 304. First shot was a 152. And let's go take a look at the hits. We got an alpha breaker, I'll take it. So 2 alpha, an alpha breaker, I'll take it. Boom, barely breaking that perforation. And 2 good center alpha hits. So I can tell right now, on the first 2, I held like here, probably dipped and forgot about mechanical offset. And it shouldn't be that big of a difference because I zeroed at 10, we're at 7. But here, I finally realized, hey, why don't I hold here, just above the A, and got 2 really good hits. So right now, the time is 3:04. I'm gonna do 2 more runs. Everybody get 3 runs at this, and we'll see what the best time is. All right, guys, round 2, here we go. Time to beat, 3:04, stand by. We got a 258, so half a second faster, but did I get a wider spread? 1 alpha, 1 Charlie, 2 alpha, and a line breaker, 2 alpha. So only 1 Charlie, but half a second quicker. So for you guys in the comment section, what do you guys want? Would you take a 304 with all alpha, or would you take a 258 with all alpha and 1 Charlie? Let me know down below. All right, guys, round 3, time to beat's 258. I'm gonna do my best to see if I can get under 250, 2.5. Here we go, stand by. 231, hey-oh, did beat it. So I will say something right now. The 507 comp, awesome because how big the window is, but right now, on this angle, we're on this left target, we're shooting directly into the sun. And so something I've noticed with all red dots that I have, when the sun is like literally shining right at you, it hits that glass and kind of gives you 2 different dots. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but that's what happened. It took me a second to acquire the actual dot. Let's go take a look at the hits now. So we got a 231, first shot was a 122. Charlie Alpha, 2 Charlie low, and 2 Charlie. So I didn't get the most accurate hits, still good hits. It would be, you know, center mass on an actual threat, but a 231. So between those 3, you let me know down below in the comments. Would you rather have a super clean 304, a 1 Charlie all alpha 258, or all mostly Charlie's 1 alpha for 231. So that whole like balance of accuracy and speed. If you guys shoot competition, shoot defensively, if you train a lot, let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm interested to hear them. Now we're gonna have Jade, Compton, and Gil try this drill and see how they do. All right, we got Jade up now. She's gonna try the El Presidente drill. Go for it.
Stand by.
What do we got for time?
We got a 589.
589. All right, let's go check the hits. Going over here. We got Alpha Charlie, and 2 alpha. So 589 with really good hits. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, second run. 589 is the time to beat. Let's do it.
All right, stand by.
How are you looking for time?
514.
514, so better on the time. Oh, hits looking better too. So we got 2 alpha there. We got Alpha Charlie there. And 2 alpha there. That's a really good group. Nice. All right, 514 is the time to beat. Last and final run. Go for it.
All right, stand by.
What was your time?
Time was 548.
548. So not faster, but let's see where the shots are. Tight group for 2 Charlie. 2 alpha, nice. And we have an alpha here, and then whoo, just barely a delta in that shoulder area. What happened with that guy? Don't worry about that little guy.
I don't think my grip was where it should have been, and as you can see, like, it definitely builds on as I go, so I need to work on having an established grip initially versus progressively. So things to do, things to learn from.
Cool, but you're out here training.
Yes.
All right, Compton, you understand the drill?
Yes, sir.
Go for it, bud.
All right, stand by.
Recoil looks really good. What's the time?
Time is 493.
493. All right, let's go take a look at the hits. So you got a Charlie Mike, 2 Charlie, and Alpha Charlie. For what was the time?
493.
All right, time to beat 493 and get all the hits.
All right.
All right, second run, time to beat 493 and no mics. Let's go for it.
All right, stand by.
Shooting directly in that sunlight's kind of a pain, huh?
Just a little bit.
What's the time?
Time is 561.
561, so a little slower, but how are we looking on hits? We got Alpha Mike, Delta Mike, 2 Alpha. Bruh, what happened?
I don't know.
Bruh.
You would think on the first one it wouldn't be as good.
All right, Compton, last run. Let's get all the hits, bud.
Oh,
Go for it.
stand by. Time 532.
So 532, how do you feel about the hits?
A little bit better.
All right, let's go look. Let's see. 2 Charlie, Alpha Charlie, Alpha Charlie, hey-oh.
Right.
So literally from a 493 to a 532, so only 0.4 of a second slower, but got all your hits.
Yes, sir.
All right, nobody cares how fast you miss, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff, man.
All right, thanks.
All right, last but not least, we got Gil up. First time El Presidente, go for it, bud. I know, safety's manual, not on the Glock, right?
Yeah, I was like, I can't lift that thing up.
So let me guess, hold on real quick. I bet you sunlight directly in the optic. Saw 2 red dots at first.
Yep.
And then safety.
Yep.
And handled the recoil really well though. So what was the time?
That was good. 6.94.
694. Let's look at the hits. Boom! 2 alpha, nice. 2 alpha, nice. And it broke the line, 2 alpha. So what was it, 694?
Yeah.
All right, so almost 7 seconds. So now what I would say, speed it up a little bit and give up a little bit of the accuracy for a little more speed.
Got it. Safeties. Tough.
The comment section for you manipulating that safety. I should just title this video, Glock Boy Shoots Better Gun.
501.
501. 2 alpha. Alpha Charlie. Alpha Bravo headshot. So I mean, to be fair, you do shoot this way better than your 19.
This is true. Probably should get this, but I gotta figure out that safety.
All right, last run, go for it, bud. What do we got for time?
571.
571. Let's go look at the hits.
Yeah, I lost that dot at the beginning.
Looks like you found it fine. You got 2 alpha there. Hey, you got 2 alpha there. Hey, and you got 2 alpha there. So 591?
571.
571. So you were at a 694 with all clean, and now you ran it all clean again at a 591. So more than a second faster and all clean. Good job, dude.
Cool.
Next up, I wanted to run some build drills from concealment for time. All right, guys, you know it wouldn't be a QVO range day without some build drills. So 7 yards out, build drill on paper. I got my camera, my iPhone camera up there recording as well on target, so you can see the hits as they happen live. QVO wingman, and let's see how we do for time. Staccato CS, Holosun 507 comp. Stand by. Man, it's crazy how easy it is to control the recoil on such a small gun. 219, first shot was a 128. I'm gonna come up here and tape. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll look back on this, but I'm pretty sure there's 2 holes here. So we got 5 alpha, a 1 Charlie. All right, 219 is the time to beat. I definitely want to get a sub 2. So here we go, stand by. .197, first shot was a 112. Let's check out these hits. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 alpha, 1 Charlie for a sub 2 second build drill front concealment at 7 yards. Hey-o! Oh! Ah! Forgot the tack mag there. So 474 with the reload. Let's go check it out. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, that's a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 alpha, 1 Charlie high, and threw in a reload. So let's see, my reload was, whew. Oh wait, no, sorry. The reload was 2.91. I thought it was 456. So it took me 2.91 seconds to do a reload. That's kind of terrible. All right, guys, I definitely want to beat sub 2 again, but I want to try to get all alpha. So 7 yards out, last run, here we go. Had a headshot there for a Bravo, so it's definitely not going to be all alpha, and it was also a 202. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't break. So 4 alpha, 1 Charlie, 1 Bravo, but all streamlined, straight up and down. I like it. Now, one thing that we all notice when shooting this gun is that it feels very similar to shooting the Staccato C2 or even a Staccato P for that matter. Staccato has managed to make a subcompact gun feel like you are shooting a full-size or compact model. To further illustrate this, I wanted everyone to just run an entire magazine as fast as they could and then give their immediate thoughts after shooting it. All right, Compton, since this being a subcompact and the smallest Staccato out on the market, I just want you to do a mag dump, 16 rounds in the mag, and just kind of see how you mitigate recoil, see how it feels to you. Go for it. On the buzzer. Ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Sound like you got all the hits.
I like it. Yeah,
right?
It's great.
All right, so I mean, you typically rock, I guess, a micro compact, your Hellcat Pro with the Hellport, but how does this feel?
It's pretty comparable, even this being not ported and being as small as it is.
Yeah.
It's like right there.
And then, how are you feeling with the grip module, the size of it in your hand?
Grip feels great. I mean, it fits my hands perfectly. It's what did you call it? Micro compact.
I guess this would be like a subcompact, because to me, like the C2 would be more like a Glock 19 size, like compact.
Yeah.
Like 3.9 inch versus 3.5 inch. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, feels good to me. I like it.
All right, we got Jade up now. So this being the smallest Staccato being offered, obviously it's going to appeal to the female audience, being smaller statured, being easier to conceal. So I definitely want you to run it and see how recoil feels for you. Just go ahead and mag dump, full 16 rounds, go for it.
Okay.
So I will definitely pull into some slow-mo so we can get a better look on camera, but I mean, you seem to mitigate it just fine. How's it feel?
Honestly, it's pretty great. I think I said it before during my first shots, this is probably going to be my new favorite. The grip is pretty much on point for my hand. I'm looking at it right now. I have enough space for it that it isn't too small. I still have a little bit of retail to where like my hand's not like spilling over the grip. But as far as like, once you get that grip on, it's nice, super nice.
So you're saying I'm stuck with my C2 and you're taking this?
I guess, I'm sorry.
All right, Gil, same drill. I've been waiting the whole range day to say that. Go for it, bud. 16 rounds. Thoughts?
Safety's gonna kill me. But honestly, it's awesome. Like in comparison to your Staccato P, it kind of shoots just like that. The only thing, like the grip, I wish there was a little bit longer just for my pinky, but other than that, I mean, feels great.
All right, guys, just like the rest of the crew did, I'm going to do a mag dump, 16 rounds, give you my initial thoughts right after it with the mitigation of recoil and how it feels. Here we go. Okay, but good. Definitely feels just like shooting my C2 or my Staccato P. It is crazy how they were able to use science and make the recoil very minimal on this. I know it's like a proprietary thing, but definitely cool. I am digging it. Things that I wish were a little different. I'm with Gil. I wish the grip was a little longer. I'll talk about this in studio. On the Chile grips, the metal ones that I really like, they make it to where the back strap here, the mainspring housing, it comes down further and they just make it match up with the base plate. I think that would be, you're talking like an extra ½ inch, that'd be awesome in my opinion. I don't get any pain like let's say like a Glock 26 where like the very corner here like digs into your palm, so I don't have that issue. I just prefer a little bit more real estate. But other than that, trigger's nice. I definitely would see this being used for concealed carry. Unfortunately, this will probably be used more for holster fitment because we have a ton of orders for holsters for these. Thank you guys, appreciate it. But other than that, guys, like it shoots really well. I am very surprised at how well I'm able to mitigate recoil. I carried a 1911 3.5 or 3.25 inch in 45 ACP when I was a police officer because I carried a full-size 1911 45, and that thing was a freaking monster shooting it. So like shooting this in 9mm and having, you know, 16 rounds versus like 6 is pretty awesome. Definitely wish this was around during my patrol days, but yeah, my only gripe is going to be that I wish the grip was a little longer. Like when Glock came out with the Glock 45 and the 19X, I was one of the weirdos that really loved the full-size grip with the compact slide. I just wish this had like the length of a C2 grip and the shortness of the CS slide. So, but other than that, you guys just saw trigger super easy to get, a very nice cadence with, and mitigation of recoil is pretty dang easy. So it's one thing to take our word for it, but I also recorded 3 different guns cycling in super slow motion footage so that we could see the differences in recoil, or lack thereof for that matter. So for this next clip, guys, you're going to see the Staccato CS, a Staccato C2 with a full-size P grip, and then my Staccato C2 with a metal grip that's been ported by Vulcan Machine Works. All of these are being shot using 147 grain 9mm ammunition while recording at 1000 frames per second. I also wanted to show some super slow motion footage of the Staccato CS shooting 3 different grains of 9mm ammunition. So for this portion of the video, we loaded a mag with 4 rounds of 115 grain, 4 rounds of 147 grain, and then 4 rounds of 90 grain plus P from our friends over at Ultimate Ammunition. Now I wanted to run Compton, Gill, and Jade through some build drills from concealment. I had each of them step up to the line and fire away on a C-zone steel target about 7 yards away. They all definitely improved from their first run to when they finished. However, Jade kind of took the cake and scored a personal record for herself. Nice. Woo-hoo-hoo! 226, a 1.37 draw, 17, 17, 19, 18. Holy cow. You just stole the show, girl. That's a 2.26. Next range day, we'll have you sub 2.
All right.
All right, guys, you just saw Jade. She got her PR from concealment, 2.26 seconds. Congratulations. 7-yard build drill, C-zone steel, 6 rounds from concealment with Staccato CS. I want to try it on steel as well, so I'm going to see if I can beat that time. I actually want to see if I can get under 2 seconds. Here we go. Stand by. Fumble the draw for a 2.49. Let's see, split 16, 18, 18, 20, but I am going to go one more time, probably 2 more times. Here we go, stand by. Nice. And a 191. First shot was a 105, 16, 19, 16, 18, 17, 16 for splits. And we'll tack mag and do one more. Stand by. I think I threw one round there for a 187 and 16. Oh, I got a 15 split in there. Did I throw one on that one?
I didn't see it.
I'll have to look back on the tape. Show. Back in the day, guys, we had these things called VHS tapes. I got one more. I got enough rounds for one more drill. Stand by. Ah! 174. First shot was a 9.6. Whoo! Like those 15 splits. But guys, Staccato CS concealment, like I barely noticed it's there, super comfy. And honestly, like we kind of did this to have fun and kind of a joke as putting the biggest optic on the smallest gun. But guys, I'm really digging it. This huge window, like when I'm showing those shots with my iPhone here, you're able just to track that dot because the window's so big. Definitely like that. And I could definitely see this being like an everyday carry setup. Happy to see it to market, and very easy to get sub 2 second build drills from concealment. Now I also wanted to see how this gun could do with a little bit of distance, so we took some shots from both 50 yards and 80 yards away. All right guys, we are 50 yards out. Pan over there for me, Gil. You'll see our targets are set up 50 yards away, and we are just gonna shoot some rounds here from 50 and see how we do with a little 3.5-inch Staccato CS and the big old Holosun 507 comp. Here we go. Should be able to hear it from here. There we go. Nice. All right, let's have you try Compton. Go for it, bud. There you go. 3 out of 6. 4 out of 8. 5 out of 10. 50% of the time, all the time. Hey-o. All right, guys, we're back here out at 85 yards now. Pan over there, Gil. How we looking?
Looking good.
Cool. Let's see if we can get a hit. Staccato CS, Holosun 507 comp, 85 yards. Hey-o! Nice. Next up, I wanted to try some reload drills. Oftentimes with smaller handguns, reloads can be a little more difficult, and in my experience, the best way to figure this out is just to simply run the drills at speed and see how you do. All right guys, I got the gun staged with an unknown round count, probably like 2 to 4 rounds, and I'm gonna draw fire until it goes empty, slide lock, reload, and I just wanna see with the smaller grip module and the smaller mags, just how reloads are, and the best way for me to do that is just to run a drill and see how it works with me naturally. So, stand by, here we go. Yeah, so no matter what gun I run, guys, I have to break my grip. My thumb cannot reach there. I'll talk about it in studio, but I come here, break the grip, boom, and then as I come here, I bring my support thumb up and hit the slide stop, slide release, whatever you want to call it, to send the slide home. Very similar to an AR-15, but I'm gonna do a few reloads, some 1R1s, see what kind of times we get, and go from there. All right, guys, do some 1R1s now. Here we go, stand by. That felt really good. 2.93, so definitely can manage a sub 3 second 1R1. That is very good. First shot was a 102, and it was a 191 for split times. Set this up, go again. Sloppy reload, didn't index it great, but a 2.5, so it's a 0.78 shot, a very sloppy reload, but a 172 reload. Hey-o! All right guys, so on the range, I was referencing my grip in regards to the reload. You can see here with a normal grip, I'm just out of reach of the magazine release. So typically what I'll do is when the gun goes to slide lock, I'll break my grip slightly engage that mag release so the magazine can fall. I'll index my new magazine properly, insert it all the way in. When my palm goes up into the mag well, I'll come up here with my thumb to hit the slide stop or slide release. You'll notice that on 1911s and 2011s, it's kind of got like a shelf or like a shovel type feel look to it. So when I insert the magazine all the way, I'm able to come up and then drop the slide forward, and that will chamber the next round and I can do my reload. Very similar to AR-15 controls when you insert the magazine on your AR-15 and then hit the ping pong paddle. So any of you out there that struggle with that, hopefully that helps you out. Now it was at this point that we were getting to the last rounds of our 1,000 round case, so I figured we would let our camera guy Gil do the honors. All right guys, 1,000 rounds, empty box, 10 left. Gil, you get to shoot the last 10, man. You've been behind the camera all day today, so you get to do the honors. Last 10 rounds. If you want to mag dump it, you want to run a drill, what do you want to do?
Mag dump it.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, we are 990 rounds into this gun, Gil. You are shooting the last 10. We have lubed this thing once with some gun butter from our friends, and we have yet to have a single malfunction on the range. Last 10 rounds, Gil. On you, bud.
Let's go.
No pressure. Hey-oh! Woo! Nice, dude. So, Staccato CS, 3.5-inch barrel, 16 round magazines with the new Holosun 507 comp, and not a single malfunction, with 1,000 rounds of Spear, Lawman, 115 grain, and yeah, that thing, let me see that thing. It performed beautifully. Good job, Staccato. Holosun, I want like 10 more of these optics. Hey-oh! So as you can see, I'm happy to report that the Staccato CS ran flawlessly during our 1,000 round range day. Like I said on the range, we lubed it up once using some of our favorite lubrication, which is this awesome pink fluid from Gun Butter. I've been using this stuff for the last year and it just does the trick. Every time you think you need to lube up or check the components on your firearm, you'll still see that it's properly oiled up. Now let's talk about the Holosun 507 competition model. This optic performed flawlessly, guys. It did really well on the range. The large field of view is something that we can all appreciate. We had no issues with how it was mounted using the Dawson Precision optic plate for the RMR footprint. As you can see here from our witness marks, the optic stayed exactly in place and maintained zero. Having this large field of view makes shooting on the move very easy, even with this very small gun. It is very easy to track the dot as the gun cycles, and the brightness settings are more than enough to accommodate daylight bright conditions. The variety of reticle options is also something nice, as you can go from something like a small 2 MOA dot, which is what I prefer, all the way to a larger dot or the bullseye style reticle with the center dot and outer ring, or just the outer ring. With these several different reticle options and extremely large field of view, you can definitely tell this optic was catered for the competition world. However, after running it during this range session, I think it would be just fine as holding up for a duty or everyday optic with no problems as well. Now, we did this as kind of a joke and more of like a fun thing with putting this very large optic on this very small gun. However, after running it for as long as we did on the range, I really kind of enjoyed the combination of the two. You would think that concealment might be an issue with the larger optic, however, none of us seem to notice any issues with it whatsoever. Even Jade concealed it well, being smaller in size and with tighter fitting clothing than us guys on the range. So speaking of size and concealment, I figured I would go over a couple of things that I know I'm going to get questions about down below in the comment section. If you're curious to how this gun compares in size to other guns on the market, I would say it is very similar in size to the P365 X Macro from Sig Sauer. The grip is a little bit wider, however, they are almost identical in size. So if you're someone who conceals a P365 X Macro very well and you're a fan of the 2011 platform, I think the Staccato CS is right up your alley. Now, if you're looking for holsters, we have you covered, as we were using our own QVO Tactical Wingman holster in the Donut Sprinkles fabric overlay, as well as our more discreet IWB holster in the Multicam Alpine Kydex print. Both holsters are made by us here in Las Vegas, and they can be ordered from our website, qvotactical.com. We have holster options for the gun by itself, as well as equipped with the Streamlight TLR7 sub weapon light. Now, as always in all of our reviews, I do like to go over some things that I wasn't a fan of. The first thing for me, guys, is going to be the proprietary magazines. I understand that this was necessary to go to a smaller size. However, if you are like me and you literally have thousands of dollars invested in 2011 magazines, this is kind of disappointing. The next thing for me is going to be the overall length of the grip. Now, I didn't find the gun uncomfortable to shoot at all. However, I would have liked to see a grip module design that went flush with the backside of the magazine base plate. This would have given you a little more to grab onto, much like aftermarket grips like my Chile Gunworks grip module with my flush magazine. My last gripe is going to be about the price point. At $2,500, guys, this is a tough pill to swallow. I say that because I am somebody who already has 4 Staccato C2s. After hearing this, you might be asking, why get a CS if you already have a C2? My answer to that question would be this. If you are somebody like me who carries a gun more than 300 days out of the year, then you definitely want a CS. While it is not much smaller than a C2, it is small enough that it feels more comfortable when concealed in your waistband. If you are someone who is looking to purchase only one Staccato, then I would definitely say get the C2 over the CS, as in my opinion, the C2 is like the Glock 19 of the 2011 double stack 1911 world. The C2, in my opinion, is the gun that can do it all, while the CS is the gun that shoots like the C2 but is much more comfortable to conceal. Now, back to my gripe about the price point. While I do not like the price point, this gun is one of the most sought after guns currently on the market. With them being sold out everywhere and having a lead time for production of 3 to 4 months, I can understand from a business sense why they would place the gun at that price point. Well, guys and gals, that's going to wrap up our in-depth look at the new Staccato CS and Holosun 507 competition red dot. Guys, we hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thanks to Nick, Nate, and Joe from both Staccato and Holosun for supporting us with this video. We greatly appreciate it. Guys, we appreciate all of you checking out the video. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up down below because that does help out the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, as we post new videos every week. Make sure to also check us out on Utreon and Rumble, as our videos are posted there as well. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.